We done got electrified.
Shuck it, duck it.
Quack, quack. What's up, people?
What's going on?
Hey.
As always, hello, boys and ladies. How are you?
Hey,
It gives me a great pleasure to be here with you tonight on Wednesday. I'm having a great time. I want you to know that.
Ooh. Oh, man.
Okay. And I want to say this, Tiffany, you can hide, but you cannot run. Every move you make, every step you take, I'll be watching you from now on.
Well, I'm glad to know that, Uncle Charlie. I'm glad to know that.
That's a fact.
He got that from a song. He didn't make that up. That's a song.
Yeah, I know.
That's a song.
Listen, it don't make no difference where it comes from, Mr. Bandit One, as long as I have the ability to think.
All right. Okay.
Thank you, Jesus. And God is God.
I'm just happy he got the words right.
I know
it. Pastor Jamal Bryan said, y'all do right. Y'all do right. And he just called me. Hold on, Pastor.
Oh, man, that's what I should have had loaded up was the Jamal Bryant
didn't he go off on Herschel?
Oh, man. Man, he went off on Herschel.
That's one of my pastors.
I'm going to try to load that before the night is over and see if I can get it. But
I know it's on Instagram heavy. Just that one. Just that one
clip. That
Just
clip
that one clip.
about since he been 16, the man been telling him what to do and how to do it.
Woo, woo. Oh, he went
It's
off
called Vince
on it.
Dooley.
He
And now
said,
we get
"I'd rather-"
you
he
know.
said, we don't need a walk. He said, we don't need a walker. We need a runner.
That sermon was so powerful in so many
It
ways in
was.
my life. Lord have mercy, Jesus. That, and you know, when you go search, because one thing I do every week, y'all, I'm more spiritual than I am religious. So I will Google Jamal Bryant, and that one popped up. That thing was powerful. Y'all got to watch the whole thing.
Well, it was a need for it, in my opinion, because someone, you know, we all been talking about it, but no one have had that many hits from it. I'm talking about it was a need, and I mean, he smacked him.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. He did.
The
And
entire
he
sermon.
need that smacking, and I hope we get out and go vote and vote and vote, because we don't need a walker. We certainly don't.
That's right. We need a runner. And what's so crazy is when I was canvassing, so I was canvassing for Warnock because he was in my district the week before last. And these ignorant Negroes, well, when is Herschel coming? And I just flat out told them, if you waiting on Herschel to come to the east side of Athens, you can keep holding your breath, because if he does come to Athens, he's gonna stay downtown, Baxter Street, the east side. He's not coming.
Julie
Come on,
said, bro. Julie and Charlie, let me give her props. Y'all just heard what she said. She wasn't canvassing for herself, but she just won an election. Charlie and Julie, she was canvassing for another candidate. That you don't see that.
No, you don't.
It's good thing.
My props, sister. Well, sister-in-law, you get my props.
That's a good thing, Tiffany. And I'm gonna tell you, because you know we need to keep that man in place, because and I'm not gonna even call it, if it happened, we will be 20 years in the history. That's what'll happen. And that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, he'll set us back 20 or 30 years.
Well, that's the 20. You just added 10 more, make it 30. Evidently, you did all right in math.
Y'all ready to start? We supposed to have another guest, Mr. Brown. We was gonna have 3 Browns on here tonight. Mr. Brown is supposed to be coming at 8 o'clock, but I don't know what happened to him.
Brown v. Brown coming to you, James.
3 Browns.
I guess this was a part of general discussion. What we doing now?
Yeah, that's part of it. But we got another general discussion too. We got 2 things. Bernard had one, or either Robert had one with what the boy name? Takeoff.
Oh, you talking about the Migos boys? Yeah,
I'm back right tonight, y'all.
Kyrie Irving.
Well, we're gonna talk Kyrie Irving.
Takeoff was one of the Migos, one of the modern day pop cultural hip hop leaders.
We're not gonna do that on the Ramble, y'all. We not gonna do that. We ain't gonna act like we don't know who the Migos are.
Yeah, we know who the Migos
are. Beyond our
no, we're not. We showing our ages tonight.
When we talk about the Migos, we gotta talk about Two Benji and what's the group called, Julius? Chris and your nephew. Traveling it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
All the guys was good guys, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And what's so crazy, man, is go ahead, y'all go ahead.
No, I was saying I was going to you. They said they read in Atlanta, right?
What's so crazy, man, is that all those guys, I met all those guys about 3 years ago. And the reason why I met them, because I was doing a basketball tournament, and all I'm pulling up with Mercedes and all kind of cars, right? So they pulling up where the ball player was supposed to come in. So I didn't know who they was. I just went out there and started cussing them and just blasting them and everything. They looked at me like, who this fool this is? But when I did that, all of them came up to me, hugged me, because I don't care who they was. I don't care if they was Obama or just a regular person. So I let them know, hey, you ain't breaking no rules here. And once we started, and they kept coming, and they gave everything for the school. Good community people, man. They gave back, and there was some good kids. There ain't too many kids, I'm like good, but there was some good kids. And my thing is this: I don't know why in the world that they will be in a bowling alley 2:30 in the morning gambling. Really? I mean, it's just crazy. And then I found out what the story was. It broke down, and then it wasn't just no one shooting. It was like everybody shooting, and it hit him in the back of the head. And man, it's a hurtful thing, man, because not only that I have personal with these guys and these guys who play football, basketball. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I am totally drained because I see these guys and now it's like, man, I am tired. And I'll be honest with y'all, I'm getting to a point where I'm just giving up. I'm just tired. I mean, I'm just tired. And these kids just going around killing each other. And this, man, you get to a point where it weigh you out. And I'm wore out. I
know, Bernard. I've been dizzy. I've been dizzy today too. I was like, what's wrong? I think I just been going a little too hard. So over the past week, we've had at least 10 shootings in Athens. So we had one gang-related shooting that resulted in at least 8 because, so we had 10, but 2 civilians shot each other, but it wasn't gang-related. It was just kind of like a dispute, and so they shot each other. But there was a shooting between 2 young men, 18 and 19, and so the retaliation shootings just every day. It was a retaliation shooting. So we've lost 2. We lost a 19-year-old male whose mother is going to bury him Saturday. And we lost a 20-year-old female. And I haven't made it to her parents' house yet because I'm still trying to do my rounds. But it's heartbreaking to talk to these mamas on the phone and they don't have insurance to bury their babies.
Let me talk to these young. Let me talk to these young people right now. And because Teray is not here, let me just say what I gotta say. Y'all gotta realize that y'all are y'all brothers and sisters keeper. And when you're killing another young brother, when you're killing or hurting another young sister, you're killing your mama, your uncle, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your cousin. We are all linked, intertwined some kind of way. Don't let these white folk put in our face anything to distract you from the realization that the next person next to you that looks like you is coming from your same roots. And then when you kill one part of a root of a tree, you're probably going to kill the whole tree. So my young people, I need y'all to stop doing this bullshit. I'm going to be real with you. Yep. I am sick of it too, but no, we can't give up. We demonstrate that you can share your opinion, not get along, but still agree to disagree, and we still friends. Me and Bernard
and walk away alive.
What y'all see on this show is real. We will disagree, but guess what? Tomorrow we're gonna have a drink and have lunch. Don't kill your brother. When you're killing your brother, you're killing somebody's daddy. When you hurt your sister, you're killing somebody's mama. You want somebody to do that to your mama and daddy?
Yep.
No, we gotta stop this.
And another thing that young people don't realize is when you pick up that gun, you don't make that decision for yourself. You're making that decision not only for your family and your mama, but you're making that decision when you pull that trigger for that family as well. That's correct. You take away someone's child, and also it's so permanent. Death is permanent. There's no coming back from death. Right. Not only that, but the time that they're giving young Black men, whether you're 17, 18, 19, they're giving you life, and that's permanent as well. So that's 2 permanent situations that don't end well for either party. And so young men and young women have to be very mindful when you pick up a gun. And also, this is the fruit of the tree. Correct. From the bill that was signed by the governor. So vote, because this is the fruit from the poisonous tree. All of our sons and daughters running up on each other, thinking it's okay to kill each other. And I was wondering, because of all of these shootings that we see on the news every day, will it be as serious if someone, a big star, was to be murdered? And then for this young man to be killed, shot, gun violence. And so,
and dice, my language.
It doesn't have a tax bracket. It doesn't discriminate.
No, that ain't no. Y'all gotta F all this money. I'm gonna stop cussing. Ain't no life worth $1. Sorry.
Yeah.
Human life, man, come on, man. $1 ain't worth all that. And I'm gonna be real with you. Ain't no money, ain't no materialistic thing. If you want that BMW and a Honda outside, come get it. But I can guarantee you this: as long as I get to protect my mom and dad, that's all, and myself.
That's
right.
Realistic bullshit aside.
Most of these killings isn't about money, though. These kids are killing each other about money. It's a lot of these killings are over jealousy, and then over girls, and you know, it's crazy. Some of these gang-related killings.
We don't keep it real.
So what?
Yeah.
I think, you know, again, I'm not trying to go here, but I'm gonna have to. You know, life imitate art, and it's sad because what Robert was saying earlier, we argue tonight, and tomorrow we're going to have a drink or whatever. But I'm saying the director can't say cut, let's shoot it again, because once you put a bullet to someone's head, that person is dead, and it's not only affecting your family, their family as well. Tiffany, one of the things I want to ask you, what's the population of Athens? If you take away, well, Georgia is probably a part of the population. I'm just curious.
I want to say 62,000.
Okay, now that's excluding Georgia, or that's with Georgia population too?
That's just Athens. That's with campus. Yeah.
Okay. Got you. Because I'm thinking Athens shouldn't have that many killings or whatever in that small town, you know, because that's a small town.
Yeah, and the thing about it is a lot of our young boys they're influenced by the wrong thing. Yeah. A lot of them are, you know, they see this in our neighborhoods. You know, mama's not making me go to school, or even when mama go off to work, I'm not going to school. Just all kind of different things. Like, and I sit in meetings with the rest of my constituents, and it's just like, you know, they're so out of touch with the reality of where we are right now. Right. And that's also heartbreaking because
we as I guess elders, older people, whatever you want to call us, as a unit, we need to try to come together and bring them in play. We got to figure out something. We can't give up on them. They're not a lost generation. So we got to come up with a plan of action to try to stop it, saying this is not for real what you see in videos, on TV, in the movies. You know, the director can't say, let's shoot the scene over again. Because once you do what you do, you affect a lot of people. The roots of families on both sides. Right. I am concerned about this. I am.
Yeah. And one thing too is like, I get tired of people putting everything on the parents. At the end of the day, these kids know right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? These parents ain't saying, okay, get that gun and go shoot this person.
That's
Stop
right.
putting everything for my parents, because I'm telling you right now, as being a parent, we doing our best.
Yep.
And sometimes our best ain't good enough when you got these kids dealing with they need to change their environment. They need to change their circle at the end of the day. It's not about money or anything like that. Trust me. If it was about money, this young man would still be alive.
Well, let me
So when you taking a bunch of black young men out of the hood who only thing that was eating peanut butter and jelly, and now all of a sudden they out the hood and they eating steak. Come on now, and then you talking about $20 compared to now these kids making $20 million. You get a $20 million to a kid that's coming out the hood. Hey, you need guidance to where it's going at the end of the day. And what I mean by I'm not giving up. What I'm saying is draining me, because I know these kids and close with these kids, so that's why it's draining me.
I got you. What I'm saying is this: we have nonprofit organizations. We have churches that were the leaders in the civil rights movement. We have community and neighborhood organizations that are on boots to ground, that are in these streets and in these trenches. And we have leaders at we have leaders at county, city levels. You put all of these people together along with our federal Senate leaders and our representatives, And we need to figure out and have a conversation about how we fix this. The problem we have is we have legislatures at different levels who want to jump in front of the issue as if they know what's going on, and they don't. An example is abortion. You want to jump out in front, and I'm using this as an example. You want to jump out in front of abortion when you don't have a body. I don't have ovaries. I don't have uterus. So how can I speak on the issue with somebody who, you know what I'm saying? So we got to bring the people around the table who understand the issue, and let's have a real conversation and quit being afraid of that.
And we also have to agree, because if we all sit at a table and we all are strong and bullheaded at what our idea is better than the next person's idea, then that's just chaos. The Bible says, how can a house stand if it's divided? It's not gonna stand. That goes for a government, that goes for a relationship, that goes for a house, that goes for the youth.
Yeah.
Our youth are way exposed to a lot more things than we were with the internet.
Yeah.
They have to uphold things that they see on a daily basis that's coming to them. Girls with body issues, males wanting to be strong enough to not be bullied, or to look cool enough that, they're over, not so much overlooked, but not bullied and not picked on. I come across this a lot in my community. Young boys not going to school because literally I don't want to get picked at because of what I'm wearing. When I buy shoes, they say, well, it's not about what you wear. You have to teach them self-esteem. Yes, you do have to teach them self-esteem, but you also have to get them baby them shoes. I'm going to get the shoes and I'm going to teach you to love yourself. So,
one of the things, Bernard, and the reason I'm aiming this at you, because you do work with a lot of young people, the basketball league you're in. What you think some of the first things we need to maybe attempt to do to start organizing, because you got to have a starting place that you can have impact a little bit, and then it can spread like a good virus or something like that.
Yeah.
What do you suggest?
You know what? I think I said this on the show probably maybe in the middle of last year when I said that 4 boys ran up to me and said, "Hey, coach, I love you like that. Right. I love y'all too." And then I said, "What's the problem?" He said, "Coach, all we want to do is have the older people just love us and listen to us. And y'all say these leaders, take the leaders out. Take the leaders out. Take the running for politics, take all that out and put some real folks that love these kids in a room and let's work it out." Because if you're talking about these leaders, they ain't gonna do nothing. Take ordinary people and say, "Hey, you know what? We love y'all." And let the kids come in and listen to them, y'all. Us, we do not listen to them. That's why we have problems here. When a young kid come to you and tell you I love you and hug you so tight that they ain't gonna let you go, you got an issue there. Something going on.
I think you got a good, excellent point there. And if you're gonna bring them in this room, guess what? Let them speak. Don't try to put words in their mouth, because the agenda is about them. And you want to hear what they have to say. If you don't willing to listen, then you are the problem. You need to sit back, because what we're trying to do is identify so we can assist you and help you, because you're going to have to pull yourself out of this. And Bernard, that's a good point, to bring them into a room, but we as adults, we need to sit back, because they're talking about them and say, what's the problem? What can we do to help?
Charlie, I think this is an issue we gotta revisit, in that when we were growing up for generations, it has been the elders were the ones who speak and the youth listen. Now that has shifted somewhat, and that everyone's voice has agency, if that makes sense. And so I think we got to get to a place where we understand that, they as you said, somebody said it, they have access to information in a way we didn't. And so we have a both. Julius will tell you, I'm a both and thinker. And so instead of the elders having a voice or the youth having a voice, both have the voice, and we all should listen.
Yeah.
Social media is so powerful. It's such an influence. I'm telling you, and we can get with the young people and they create something that can spread on social media, I think this could be the start of making a difference in every little town. Because whether your town are big or little, social media, you can get it. Whether 10 people in the town or 100,000.
Well, and that's what we need to do on this platform is create shows for younger people, because it isn't just about us. And that's what I'm trying to do. I got 2 or 3 shows in the works. I had 2 already with Tribe in it, but they took a hiatus because they moved out of town. And then we had the other young lady with I don't forget the name of her show, but she had some differences. And so now I got 2 other young generated oriented shows to try to bring, so we can get these kids to talk to each other and explore the issues that affect them every day. So that's one of the things. If y'all know anybody, send them over to us, because we're trying to get young people on shows here. It isn't just about the older generation, it's about them, because we're on our way out. They're on the way up, and they're the future. And
and what we need to do is to shine a flashlight enough so they can see their way with the flashlight. We need to put enough light on it and shine enough light, but yet let them have their voice, because if you listen to what people have to say, they will tell you what's going on. If they want to be truthful, say, listen, we're not here to tell you right or wrong. We want to know what's the problem, because we are concerned. Charlie Brown will sit back and don't say nothing and let you talk. And who love to talk more than Charlie Brown is Charlie. I ain't meant to say that part, but y'all know what I mean.
Yeah.
Robert, I ain't asked you to look like that. Y'all know what I mean.
Yeah. It is, man. Hey,
if I'm gonna be quiet, I want to hear what they have to say. That's why God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. You should do less talking and more listening.
And why you ain't stop talking yet then? Okay. My God. Well, we're gonna get on to the second topic of general discussion, and it's Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving shared a link to what the Jewish community is calling a anti-Semitic film, and they are pissed off with Kyrie going to the game, sitting on the front row with shirts on, saying that Kyrie is anti-Semitic. But Kyrie wants to explain himself, but I would say just leave it alone. You share the link, Well, people got to get over it. How about all the anti-black stuff they've been doing for 400 years to us over here? Every film they made was anti-black. We didn't cancel them. We didn't do anything because we're too sorry to say we're going to unite together and boycott things. We go see it, and it's just out of hand with people getting pissed off. If anybody got any reason to complain in this country, it is the black man, and we have a reason to complain. And everybody else just need to get to the side. We got a reason to complain. What you say,
Julius, you keep in mind the one who have the goal make the rule, and a great deal of the money was made through them. We don't have the power. I thank God for this particular show. It give us some voice. I'm saying the one who got the goal make the rule. We can't make certain rule with no cash. I mean, cash is king. You don't want to say it, but it is the truth.
True.
Yeah, you're right.
It is.
And let me say this here. I'm trying to calm down. I drunk me a natural light to cool me down on this.
I'm drinking water. I'm drinking water now.
And I told Jules, I texted him, I hope I don't get put off. But let me say this here.
You won't. We got you.
I don't care what the Jews think.
Yeah.
Because the last time I checked, this country said freedom of speech. So all of a sudden, it's freedom of speech when the white people talk, but it's not freedom of speech when the black person talk. At the end of the day, they spoke their mind. They spoke their opinion. And what happened was they didn't like it. They didn't like it. So if you don't like it, is one thing you need to do too is stop putting all your money into the white folk basket so you have freedom to speak. I got freedom to speak because ain't nobody on me but God. At the end of the day.
And I don't normally, I'm sorry for interrupting, but please, I don't want y'all to let Ye pull us into his fight.
No.
He started.
Mr. Brown, listen. It's
all right,
not
I'm
about
saying Ye started the fight.
Listen, no, Ye didn't start this, and they started this 500 years ago, Mr. Brown.
Yeah, it's been going
Mr.
a
Brown,
long
Ye
time.
didn't start this.
Okay.
Ye ain't started this. Kanye West ain't started this. Kyrie ain't started this. They started this 500 years ago. At the end of the day, America started this here. Now all of a sudden, the black folks learning how to speak for themselves, and the white folks don't like it. They don't like it. So speak your mind and tell it like it is. Yeah, Ye coming down at the end of the day. Sometimes you got to watch. Yeah, sometimes you got to watch what you say if you in the white and they got you packing and they bringing all that money. But at the end of the day, I'm going to speak what I got to say because ain't nobody paying my bills.
The same thing he said when he said for 400 years, we were by choice slaves. You know, he say crazy stuff like that when I'm just saying it wasn't by no choice.
Yeah, it wasn't by no choice. It's because they put us in there. But at the end of the day, you can't stop. Just I guarantee you, if he was Mr. White, none of this wouldn't even be going on. Okay, it's a black man speaking his mind against Jews. Period. Yeah, it's so the film. That's what this about. That's what this about. Because when he's talking about us, they didn't do nothing. That's one thing about us.
Gotcha.
Right.
We never stick up for our people. We'll let anybody talk about us anytime we want to. And damn if I'm gonna start letting them talk about us from now on. Stand up and be a man, no matter what.
Or a woman and make a change.
A woman. That's right.
That's right.
Stand up. Stand up or shut up.
That's right.
Yeah, because it's a lot of companies that profited off of slavery, like Aetna insurance company. They're still around. Aetna's still around.
Aetna's still around.
They were brokers back then selling us. You got the Rockefellers and other companies also that profited off of us. And we, they weren't canceled. So we got
not only that, but to your point, when Kanye West made all of those remarks about Harriet Tubman and about black people, no one better than I. Yeah, they still would have voted for him. They still would have voted for him for president. Yeah. They still would have, even though he bashed black people. They still would have voted for him.
I was up and I immediately started protesting everything he stood for. Me personally, because it was an insult. It was not the Mayflower. We came across on it, but we was in chain and they had guns and weapons on our throat. We couldn't do what we want to do. So I don't know where he got his history from. He blasts who he want to blast, but Charlie Brown protesting because for the fact he only hop on their bandwagon, I get to get some more attention. Come here at us in the eye. Nobody really say that much to him. They continue to buy his music and his shoes. I didn't.
Yeah.
I never buy a pair of shoes.
It's us as a race. It's us as a race because we should be counseling people with the spending amount the spending power that we have as a race. For us to be so minute at standing up for ourselves and let people just say whatever they want to say about black people. Oh, you're lazy. You're not going to do anything. You're not going to be more than what you see. We have to break that stereotype with this generation that's coming.
Right. Yeah. Tiffany, let me give you an example. Just a little short, sweet example. Oriental restaurant. Black people be lined up to go into them day and night. You go and ask them for $25 for your church bulletin. You've been their customer for years. I'm talking about go there 2 or 3 times a week. They will tell you no.
No, they ain't giving you nothing.
Nothing. Ask them how many times have they spent any money with you. I don't see blacks be going into Bobos. I'm naming them. I don't care. They be going into
Nancy's,
Jackie, and guess what?
Basically,
on Friday and Saturday, the paycheck the paycheck go into the Spanish neighborhood, into the Oriental. None goes into the black, and they ain't got no blacks working for.
Hey, Charlie, let me take it a step further. I was talking with my cousins about this earlier. How much money went to Ukraine versus how much money went to make sure black folk in America were doing well? Y'all do the math.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Y'all do the math.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I said the same. I said,
brother.
That President Biden.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
They care about everything in the world except us. And then guess what? It's us in Congress voting to send the money over to Ukraine. They should have said, hell no. We ain't sending Ukraine nothing until you get us right over here.
Yeah.
Real talk.
All those people got money.
Real talk. Y'all gonna be mad about this statement. Y'all gonna be mad about this statement, but Warnock, you got one more term to show me what you're gonna do for us. Or else.
Yeah. And then next time, hopefully, Herschel won't be running.
You know,
I got Herschel running. He got more around with this one running.
I'm right there.
I got some.
No, we blow it all, and I'm I got a little joke. Hold on. But we got to stop putting folks in positions of authority who look like us, but who want to play fair for us.
Ain't doing us.
You better come out.
Hold on. I will support our people all day, but it's time out for neglecting your communities when you came from.
Right.
Less than.
Right.
So you get right, or you gonna get out. Period.
Yeah.
And here goes one more example. And it hurt me. Miss Brown, who's my wife, she'll tell you I get so upset because I don't go in them. You ready? Seafood Delicious across from Savannah State College don't have not one black employee, not even sweeping the floor or putting the trash out. They could hire one black person to ring the register, do something over there. It's Spanish and Orientals, I guess. That's all I ever saw when I go by.
I'm gonna do like I told Daddy. We're gonna use the word Asian, not Oriental.
Asian, that's political correct. Okay.
We're not gonna use Oriental.
It's
but
terrible.
You know what?
The blame
falls Latino. Okay.
Right.
The blame falls right back on us because we are our own worst enemy.
Yeah.
We do it to ourselves.
Yeah.
We do not know how to take care of ourselves, and we let everybody divide us. Now, there is something that I did want to say. People wonder, but that's on our third. That's our third subject tonight. I'm glad you asked. We'll get to that after a while.
So with working on workforce development, I was saying that I wanted to increase my number of employment by 1%. Well, Tiffany, we've tried that in your district. No one is going to come to work. Everyone is going to make excuses as to why they don't want to work. And what I've come to find out is that's true.
Tiffany, hold on. You know why it's true? Pay them some livable wages.
Absolutely. Oh, no. I wasn't going in that half step.
In the state of Georgia, especially here in Savannah, why is anybody making less than $17 an hour when we bring through the doggone
You're right about that because they were going to start out.
We should not be paying less than $17 an hour in the state of Georgia. Take that to the bank. That's why people don't want to go to work. Why would I come to work when I'm making that, living in poverty and working? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's right.
It makes sense, Robert. Now it's two sides to that. One is if that's why they're not working,
right,
then they all need to stand up together and protest that.
Yeah.
They all need to let the world know this is why we're not working. But if you're not working because you don't want to work, and the $17 an hour is better than $0 an hour. $17 an hour is better than 12 cents an hour in prison because you went and robbed somebody. I had somebody tell me today, listen, that their electric bill was off. I said, how much your electric bill? Their lights was off. I said, how much your electric bill is? $75 is what they had to pay. But I saw them.
But y'all, hold up.
I saw them. Hold on, Robert.
Hold on, Robert. Hold
on, Robert. Let everybody get their turn.
Go ahead.
You got a chance to say what you got to say to defend your side. I saw them drinking and eating crabs from Bobo.
What? But Julius, Why can't everybody have a level of luxury in their life? Ask yourself that question.
Robert, luxury does not
Robert,
come before your household.
I got you. A level. I've been to Sarajevo. I've been to Malaysia. International traveling is my level of luxury. Y'all level of luxury might be different. But if all I can get is a bottle of teleport and some crabs, that ain't too bad for me.
No, but
so
you gotta
hold on. Give me a minute. Hold on, Bernard. Give me a minute.
We gave you 20 minutes.
Hold on.
We don't give you so many minutes. RG, listen.
You drive a car up and down the highway. Be quiet. You got a privilege.
No, listen.
You have a privilege that these people don't have. And I'm going to stand for them people. Chill out for a minute.
Listen.
Come on, man. You driving a vehicle. You got a level of privilege.
RG, listen. We allow you to talk.
I'm not done yet. Give me 1 minute. As a matter of fact,
RG, we don't give you 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Just sit back and let us.
You ain't
have our opinion.
I'm talking. I got the floor. Mr. Vice President, I am Mr. Vice
President. Whoa. Time out. Hold. Back up. Let me explain it this way. A vote for Robert for our next congressman. A vote for Robert. He promised. Robert promised me a chicken in every pot.
Hey, I'm gonna vote for Rob for a can of opener.
I didn't need 30 seconds. All I'm saying is this, Bernard. Hold on.
Hold on.
I finish your statement. I get it. But if you're not gonna give all of us can start at different starting lines. We come from families that had something. Keep that in mind. That's all I'm saying. Everybody don't start at the same starting point. I'm not being a socialist, but what I'm saying is we can't sit here and act like we don't see it. These are our people. Now what?
Go ahead, Bernard.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Robert, let me say this into you. Okay.
I'm gonna beat you up, even though you're tall. I'm gonna beat you
up. I'm gonna keep it clean. This what frustrates me is this. I'm not listening to anybody. I'm not listening to people who don't look like me. I'm not listening to people who look like me. Because you know what? Y'all quick to do all that non-talking. What we gonna do this and we gonna do that. And as soon as you get in office, you ain't gonna do nothing. So stop giving our people false dreams and false hope. And if you don't believe what you say in your heart, shut up. I get tired of hearing that. You only come out when you want to listen. Let me talk. You only come out when it's time to be voting. You want something for us. You want the same. Listen, Robert. Let me tell you, the same thing that you have now, the same motivation you have when you get in office and you gonna win. Have that same damn.
Let me tell you the difference between me. Let me tell you the difference between me, Dedrick, Linda, and Van. I don't need to kiss their ass.
Ooh. I know none of you folk.
Yeah.
That's the answer. I don't need to. Because at the end of the day, and I proved it here in 1530 Vassar, before I put money before my mom and daddy, before I put money before the 5th district, why would you do that? Human beings are more important than any materialistic thing on this earth, and I've proven that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. True.
Period.
Yeah.
Malcolm X said this. Malcolm X said this in 1965 in his speech, Ballot or Bullet. He said the same thing. If they can't get to us, they'll put a puppet that look just like us.
And I ain't never been run by a string.
Yeah.
And you heard Robert say, Bernard, money don't make him. He make money.
Right. Hey, and you know what? Let me tell you this here. We're going to run this back. When he wins, we're going to run this back. And I'm going to hold you accountable for everything you say in the 5th district. I'm just saying.
I want to say this, Bernard, because this is personal to you. Your sister lives right down that street.
Yes.
You represent her.
Yeah.
You represent you.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. I represent myself. Trust me.
No, I represent you too.
I represent myself. That's why I can say what I want to say. So when they come get me, I'm going to jail.
What people got to realize is when you get in office, when you step and you put your hand on that Bible or whatever you think, you are not only committing to God, but you're committing to 100,000 of people that you're going to do the right thing. And the one thing I've been taught by these two people in this house is that all you got in this world is your word.
Is your word.
And I have not always been a person of my word, but I guarantee you when I'm representing thousands of people, that's a different story. When you represent your mom and daddy, when you're representing your wife, when you're representing your family, it's a whole different story.
Well, Jill,
I don't need Kessler giving me no check to win no campaign. Matter of fact, I got $1,000 in the campaign coffers that I did by myself.
Boop.
I don't need nobody to pay me off. So, and I'm not. What I'm telling you is this: when you're genuine and when you got a commitment to God, that's all you need, and that's
hello.
All right, commercial. We'll be right back. Commercial break, Charlie. We'll be right back.
Okay. Afford the best of what.
All right. You can't have a conversation on the side unless you mute your mic, please.
Oh, did you get the hair?
What? The conversation? Yeah, what? You froze?
Uncle Charlie, I knew you wasn't frozen.
Bernard went out. Okay.
That's a good commercial, Julius.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Chris did a great job. Awesome. Well, we're gonna move on to our next. It's six days before the election, y'all. 6 days. We ain't gonna take but 5 minutes on this, and y'all just tell what y'all want to feel about these 6 minutes left to the election. 6 days. 6 days left to the election. Get out and vote. That's all we want to say. Anybody want to say anything about this real quick?
Hey. Don't let the Republicans trick you and trap you up to make it seem like they are further in the polls than they really are. What it looks like is not what it is.
They got fake polls. That's correct.
Get out. I want to say get out and vote and vote and go and vote, and don't let polls tell you, and the polls say 2 and 3% ahead, so it's no need, and I'm going out there. Don't let that happen, because what it is a smoke screen. It's like a sign you see. Signs do not vote, but they do influence. But at the same time, don't let the poll influence you. Go vote. Yeah. And vote for Raphael Warnock. I'm saying that.
Yeah. And we approve this message.
But that's a commercial there. No, but people don't realize what surprises me is that we already breaking numbers in early voting. You know what I'm saying? So the numbers there. Like I say, y'all want these people to go out there and vote for y'all Democrat. And when y'all win, y'all need to bring back up. Y'all need to go ahead and support these people and stop going to Washington, D.C. and not doing something, not doing anything. At the end of the day, go vote November the 8th. And November the 9th going to probably basically tell us where this country going at for the next 20 years.
You know, you about calling it right, buddy. You're right.
Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna take the words right out of Bernard's mouth. Go vote, and you know, Bernard's he will battle you back and forth on that. But I respect him in the fact that what he said is right. Vote, hold them accountable, and make sure they don't do what they're supposed to do. Vote their asses out. Excuse my language, because Julie's going to get me on that. But get them out of the way if they don't do what they're supposed to do. That's right.
That's right.
That's on that.
When I spoke, quick remark. When Senator Warnock was here, I charged him that when he does win re-election, that I want to see you back on the east side. You want to say you dedicated a certain amount of money to this area? We want to see you back. Don't just come because you smiling and you on the campaign trail, but come back. Bring your team with you.
Right. Yeah. Right. Don't put the charm on for a while. And once you put the charm on, then it's gone after that.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Warnock's legislative director is a UGA grad, Joshua. He's a frat brother of mine, so we're gonna hold him to that. Let's keep moving.
Okay, that's a good thing.
He's one of mine.
All right, Black Man Lab, y'all. Black Man Lab, they're touring the whole state of Georgia. Bernard, this is a group out of Atlanta. They're doing some great things. They get these youth that you be talking about, and they get these youth and they put them all in a room and they talk issues. They ask them what they need. You got a bunch of professionals in there. You got anywhere from the garbage man to the doctor. Amen. They're all in there. Millionaires to the pauper. They're all in there helping these kids try to be better men, better black men at that. And
matter of fact, it's going on right now tonight as we speak.
They're in Albany tonight, I believe. They'll be here tomorrow at 6:30. That's why we're doing this earlier. But they'll be here tomorrow at 6:30, and this is where you can go at for it. It's at the Prince Hall Center, the Mason Hall at 602 East Broad, 6:30 tomorrow.
Julius. No. Julius, you know it's tomorrow at 6:30 too as well. State of the City address.
State of the City, yeah, we'll be all right.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Ooh.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
They got that talk about.
The city is tomorrow, and then right after the State of the City, I believe Keisha has a response to the State of the City.
Hey, special report tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing a special report for Keisha's response to the State of the City.
Can I be a commentator?
But Black Man Lab is two of the people that I know in it, and y'all might know the ex NAACP state president Francis Johnson.
James.
And then you got Mawuli Davis. They're both attorneys in the Bozeman Davis law firm. This is their law firm here out of Atlanta, but they got an office on Hall Street next to Barnes and Raw.
And I think one in Statesboro as well, right?
Oh yeah, Statesboro, Albany, Savannah. That's my legal team. So I just want to know on me.
So are they coming to Athens?
I don't know. I think they are. The whole tour don't end until next Tuesday, I believe.
Yeah.
They're going to engage. Are they going to engage with the young people and let the young people speak?
Yeah, you and Biscuit need to be there tomorrow, and bring Charlie also if he's off. But we need all black men there. Not all. We talking about the black youth and black men. We need to be there so we can pour into these kids and tell them.
That's right. I want to see pictures, man.
Biscuit. Now, Biscuit is my grandson. His name is Jewish, but we call him Biscuit.
Charlie, we know that. Listen, Tiffany from Athens.
He was telling me, you named him after Julius.
Yeah.
Cute enough.
But you know what? You know what? I'm gonna say this.
Okay, no, take the gloves off because I love you for that.
No, I'm gonna say this here. They're doing a fantastic job. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to these young folks to try to save them. But to be honest, you know who we need to really and truly reach out to and have a summit? The gangbangers, the rappers, the head of the rappers. We need to reach out to the dangerous folks, dangerous young kids that is endangering our kids. Those
Absolutely.
people we need to reach out to, and we need to put all of them at Savannah Civic Center as our Black Media Summit, and we need to come together and we need to work out because our young kids follow them. Our young kids listening up. Our young kids do what they do. So yes, it's okay to grab her, but let's get to the heart and soul of it. Let's get to those jokers that's killing our community and see what we can do.
I wonder what will it take to try to get them to sit down. And you have to say you're gonna do a concert or do something. I mean, it's hard to get those guys who you talking about to get in one big room.
Charlie,
you got to come up with something.
Charlie, you ask them.
Our black media.
Do you know that?
We're gonna have to try to do something. Whatever it is that needs to be done, we're gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
Some kind of way we'll do it. Try to get it done. But that is a good question, Bernard and Charlie. We got to get it done some kind of way.
Yeah.
And the churches should be involved in calling that truce.
Yeah, but they're not. They're weak.
All the major political leaders need to be involved in calling that. And every community leader needs to be involved in calling that. But the thing is, we all get in rooms and we have all these egos in these rooms on who's gonna lead it. The mayor don't have to lead everything. Sit down somewhere.
Yeah, he ain't leading nothing yet.
Ain't nobody following him anyway but the flunkies anyway. So,
Yeah.
so let's get some real people here that's going to call these people out. The churches got the most clout than anybody. Call your congregations out. I don't know what's wrong with these preachers. If you can make them be the church on Saturday, make them be at that march on Wednesday.
Well, I go back to what Bernard said. It needs to be us. I'm tired of waiting.
Yeah, it needs to be us.
When you're ready, let's do it. We're going to put ATR on it. We're going to call them together. And you know what, Charlie? You ask. I'll give you a great example. I had two young men here today. I ain't their daddy. I ain't their uncle. I ain't their cousin. But I said this earlier to y'all off the air. Iron sharpens iron. Tiffany, tell you this right now. If I go down to Athens and I see Daniel cutting up, I'm going to grab Daniel by the throat. I'm going to choke them. Because that's what we got to do. Black males raise black men. Period. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Jules will grab me to the side and throw me on the wall, and I'm going to listen because I know better.
Yeah.
We got to stop pushing around and do the job.
Yeah. Because you know what? Let me tell you something right now. Our black media, people know us, they recognize us, they listen to us. And I keep saying, if we got to do it alone, let's do it alone. Period. We don't need no high profile anybody. We already high profile enough, buddy. Believe me. We can do it.
That's one of the reasons why I ask you. That's why I ask you what's the first thing we need to do. And because I know you work with a lot of young people and you be around them and you get to hear them say things. Yeah. And if anybody understand it, you do a little bit because I don't be around that many young people. I be around a lot of older people.
Yeah.
I call older people.
Yeah. And you know what? What's killing me? I call them my 8 daughters. And this the truth. We had I call a meeting on all of them because there's an incident that happened with one of my daughters. And that's the reason why I didn't come down to Savannah. And so I called all of them. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I got so angry that I couldn't sleep the next night because I'm thinking negative thoughts. And I'm thinking negative thoughts about these young black men. And I'm telling you, these women need to stand up and leave these young Negroes, don't mean them nothing, alone. Because at the end of the day, they're going to destroy your life. We stayed on a conference call for a whole hour and a half, and I was preaching to it. I was cussing them out. And I never felt this way in my whole life, y'all. My mind, thank God I had God in my mind and God in my soul, because right now y'all probably would have been putting money on my books.
Wow. Young girls need that, whether it's from their father or not. I had conversations with my cousin's dad. He's not even my uncle, but when I was a teenage girl and I was trying to find my way, he was the one who talked to us. He was the one who put us first in every scenario. He always talked to us to let us know you have the final say in this relationship. You have to say so. Yeah. You do. And if he makes you feel less than, then why does his feelings is more important than your feelings?
Yeah.
And so he put that in, and I'm grateful for that. And like I said, he's her dad. He wasn't my uncle. He was just her dad. And even to this day, being newly elected, he still gives me advice. He tells me, Tiffany, know the facts and act like you got some damn sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
What Julius said. But look, Charlie, go back to your question, Charlie. You want to know the answer to that? Not only does Bernard have the answer, you remember when we were having a lot of killings in Savannah. Todd Rose put together a rally. And I pray God Todd runs for city council and beats Linda. I'm being nice. Because Todd has the answer. He's with these young. Todd Rose created, Tiffany, because you don't know this. Todd Rose created a youth program that has inspired not just the youth, and the parents.
Yeah, he did. That's right.
That's powerful.
That's right.
And the parents. Bernard Brown has coached young people to be better than what they thought they could be. That changed.
We need to get with a Todd Road, and we need to be a male figure in a lot of the young girls' life. Yeah, we're not doing it so into them, and let them know they are valuable and they're not to be taken for just a dumping ground.
Absolutely.
And,
yeah. Man, it's sad. You know what? Real. And I'm about to cry. You know what? Get me is that,
brother. I'm right here with you.
It's sad. It's sad that we got to tell our young women. It's sad that we got to tell our young women to stay away from our young men. Because they're gonna destroy you. Man.
Yeah, it's sad.
It's sad.
Yeah,
it's sad.
It's not all of them, Bernard. It's people like
it's not all of them, but I'm just saying,
man. Like you, Julius, Bernard, Charlotte, JB. There's good ones out there, but you just gotta have discernment. Hold on. You gotta have discernment.
Yeah. It's crazy that you say that, because I just ran into one right in front of my door, one of my mentees, and him and his girlfriend fighting. You know,
how old are you, Julius?
19 and 18 and 19. You know,
okay.
And they fight. You know, in the car, and she threw the car in the to park. You know, it's just crazy. Why the car going? You know, so it's just crazy. You know, hopefully, you know, they'll get their stuff together. They, you know, that crazy love is crazy. That crazy love.
Julius, hold on. I have been in my situations, God knows. Let me tell y'all something. When you put your hands on a woman, you put your hands on your mama.
That's right.
That's right. They looked at it like that, but that's the point.
Yeah.
Because you got a mama, you got sisters, you got an aunt.
Yeah.
Don't touch them.
You're right.
Yeah. Next subject is Van Johnson, Stephen from Django.
Bernard, you got it. Because if I say something, Julius gonna come animal me.
Hey.
You know what? I'm gonna laugh. No comment. No comment. But Charlie, you can take it down, Charlie.
Jew.
That's Stephen and Uncle Ruckus off of Boondocks. Y'all know Uncle Ruckus is terrible on Boondocks.
What? Okay, let me do this real quick, and I'm gonna hush. So y'all know who I work at Clemson. Y'all know who John C. Calhoun is, right? And if you don't, John C. Calhoun has a strong connection to Clemson. I love my school. They have supported me. John C. Calhoun is a segregationist who supported slavery. In Savannah, we have a
vice president, right?
Hold on. In Savannah, we have a John C. Calhoun Square. The city council, and I know our strong three were like, hey, we need to rename this square. Yo, mayor that looks like us said, I don't know, we need to put a moratorium. Let's table that, because I still want to make sure John C. Calhoun is valued, even though we
Shut up.
I'm gonna leave it at that. Bernard, your turn.
Yeah. You know what?
Yes, he did.
He both of them. And trust me. And I'm telling you right now, I done, like I told you, I did a show Saturday night and it went off. This dude, man, is one of the most disrespectful black man that ever come besides Clarence Thomas at the end of the day. And I don't respect him. I really don't like him. And I know for a fact if we run into each other, it's going to be on.
No.
He know. because
yeah,
Ain't gonna be no tables moving.
Now, we gonna just
because I'm gonna say this here.
Table.
we're not gonna do that.
I'm saying this here.
I'm gonna hit you in your knee, mother. I'm gonna hit you in your knee now.
No, I'm saying this.
Bernard, we can't do that because young people look up to you.
No, I'm just saying. I didn't say.
Listen,
I didn't say that. I'm just saying, when it ever happened. But I'm just saying this.
Your knee.
He's not for y'all. He looked like y'all. And Savannah, I'm telling you right now, y'all need to do whatever it takes to get this man out of office. Whatever it takes. Because this man is no good. This man is no good.
Now he did say this. He say John Calhoun name used to be a vice president. We still have to put a mark up to say a pass square with John Calhoun. And I don't know why we have to do that.
I mean, we took down racist Confederate statues in Athens, and there is no marker that says that statue ever stood there.
Right.
Yeah.
So
hey, they need to take him down.
He's trying to
and not leave a marker.
He's trying to appease white people. That's what he's trying to do.
That's it.
Been doing ever since he got to office. This picture is indicative of this man. He's Stephen.
They look like triplets.
No good for us.
They look like triplets.
They do look like triplets.
And seriously, he saw me and my wife the other day. We was at the basketball game. He saw us turn around and went the other way.
No.
Yeah. See, he thinks this is all about him. Hold on, Rob. He thinks this is all about him.
Right.
Dude, this is bigger than you. This is way bigger than you, Van Johnson. This has nothing to do with you. Except that you just happen to be the mayor who is a sellout. Other than that, this ain't got nothing to do with you, dude. This is way bigger than you. This is about the detriment of our community, which you are a big part of.
Yeah.
You play no role in doing anything positive for our community. You can put all the grins and the shines, and you can have all those bootlickers following you who don't want to open their eyes and open their ears and tell the truth. But this is bigger than you, Van Johnson. This is not about you, dude. Everything is about you. This is about, you don't have to bring your personal into the political world. I'm going to talk. I think you're a swell guy when you ain't the mayor. But when you the mayor, you is some garbage, dude.
Jude, the number one question I've been asking them, they say some of the ones I talked to him doing a good job. I said, what has he done? Please tell me. And none of them can come up with an agenda. None.
Yeah.
If you doubt me, the next time one of them say he's doing a good job, say in what capacity, I want to know. When West Savannah like a third world country over there.
Don't stop me, Charlie. Don't stop me.
Yeah.
I am 44 years old. West Savannah been like that since I've been one. And I ain't talking about West, because if you're from Savannah, there's West Savannah and there's West Side Savannah. But both of them ain't had no change.
I'm saying,
which gets me to District 5, and we can get to her next. But my thing is this: my thing is this, and my daddy was bad at this. Because Charlie, he used to do this. Yeah, they doing good. Just because they're black don't mean they do good.
No.
Right. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, but don't y'all agree? I mean, ask the next time someone confront you, ask him that, because he hadn't done absolutely nothing. Look what he have done downtown, around Savannah, other places. He hadn't given the black people nothing. And guess what? The liquor license, when they try to get one, they all have problems trying to get one.
Yeah.
And the stimulus money, number one black business got the stimulus money.
Yeah. And when you take $88,000 to redo your office, that could have been $88,000 to put those homeless people that you remove from, now they don't have no way to go. Dude, man, this dude ain't nothing but a punk. And you know what? It's like this. The black folks in Savannah is allowing him to do that. Vote him out. Just like y'all had enough vote. Y'all had enough vote to put Biden in president. Y'all got enough vote to put him out. Just get to the right people. He's going to have to go.
because he have silenced those women. They can't put nothing on the agenda. How can you get the same 4 votes in yourself to stop an individual? Lisha and Keisha and Bernetta hadn't been able to get nothing on the agenda of their constituent since they've been on city council. They vote every time no.
And Mr. Brown, part of that is if you were genuinely concerned with the community, you let everybody put the stuff on the agenda so that you can vote it up or down. But part of his mastermind to undercut these women and to fool the public, so he makes sure that they can't put anything on the agenda, so he won't have to vote it down, because he's not concerned with doing anything in our community positive. So he doesn't have to vote for it if it's not on the agenda. Yeah. These women have been trying to bring things up to make sure that everybody is served the same, that is equality, equity on all levels. It's a level playing field.
They ran at large. Citywide, both of them hadn't been able to get nothing on the agenda for none of their constituents in the district, but they happened to run citywide, just like he did. Now, why hadn't the people jumped on him, and said, why are you silencing them? That's not right.
Yeah. And it's like this.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
When we get a mayor from Savannah who lived and grew up from Savannah, that's when you're going to get. But now you got a mayor from New York who want the city to look like New York.
Brooklyn at that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Y'all run tell that.
Yeah. Why is he accepting all the money, Bernard, from people who he said he would never deal with? Told me out his own mouth, I'm not going to ever deal with him. They done gave the ex-mayor $311,000 to run against him. All he had was $50,000. And he said he wasn't going to never deal with these people. But now look at this here, where all of them giving him money. All these same people now was on his thing back in April, giving money. And look at his recent hold on, Rob. Recent filings. His recent filings. If you look at all of them, you'll think, who in the hell? All these people who are giving him $5,000, $2,000, $10,000. They're giving him all this money to his campaign. Well, $2,800.
Put it up again for a minute, Julius. Put it up again.
You and Charlie know this well too well. I can show you everything, but what happens behind closed doors and what I put in my pocket is very different. That's called, hold on, Charlie. That's called integrity. And when you got an MF or who ain't got no integrity, you get this. Run tell that
those
too.
Those are the people who gave him all this money, and it's way more if you look at his recent filings. His recent filings, what they had on Better Savannah last night. Better Savannah put up something last night that just had me sitting back in my chair with my jaw dropped. I'm wondering, what the hell? They're giving him money because, see, they want to stay in control, and they're his puppet masters, and he's a puppet, and they're feeding the puppet the money so that he can have the money to run a strong campaign. But it ain't gonna work. I don't care if you got raised $1 million, Van Johnson. You will not be the next mayor of this city.
Yeah, and he got to do this thing too. Van R. Kelly Jr., clean your closet out, bro. Clean your closet out, bro, before you talking about, running the next mayor or whatever. R. Van Kelly Jr.
Right.
The words that coming out my mouth is coming out my mouth. Yeah. What's in there? The words that coming out my mouth is my opinion, and my opinion only, not our black media opinion.
Yeah. And so what we have to do is to make sure that is Van Johnson worse than Clarence Thomas?
Nah. He getting close.
Hey, I guess that's the fourth person that should have been on there, Tiffany.
Yeah, he should have been in the middle.
It ain't gonna go bad.
The fourth person should have been Clarence Thomas.
Yeah,
that's the butt kissingest man I ever seen in my life. Him, man, Uncle Ruckus don't kiss much butt. is Clarence Thomas. He got to the Supreme Court and got to Harvard and every other law school and everything.
He went to Yale.
Yale off of affirmative action. Now he wants to shoot affirmative action.
He went to Holy Cross and then to Yale.
Yeah.
Off of affirmative action. And then when he got where he need to be at, he pulled himself up by the bootstrap. Boom.
No,
boom.
When he got Becky White,
boom.
Then, he was good.
When he got Becky White, bootstraps.
Yeah, Becky White get him some courage.
The only time you gonna see Charlie Brown holding Becky, he gonna have her lock up somewhere.
Yeah, man, it's just crazy. We got about 30 minutes left,
Drew, can you just want to talk about me? I have more fun talking about me.
No, you're supposed to have the joke of the day, but
no, I got to keep a joke.
Sandra supposed to have the joke, but you can pull one out because you taking Sandra plays tonight for the joke.
All right,
of the day.
I can pull an easy one out.
Okay, not yet. It ain't yet. It's next.
It's not yet. Okay.
We got another segment here called "I'm Glad You Asked."
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you asked. I can tell a joke.
Segment, huh?
I'm glad you asked. I can tell a joke.
Right. Why do black people talk so negative about other blacks who are elected leaders? Why do we talk so negative about these people when we're supposed to be having unity? You know why we do that? We do that because we understand that if we don't speak up, they will sink us in a pit deeper than what we're already in. We understand what's going on in the community and we're trying to stop it. So when you ask why we talk so negative about these black people instead of trying to talk to them, we've tried to talk to them. We tried to get behind closed doors and not air any dirty laundry out in the public and on social media. But this is the only platform that we have, like Charlie said earlier. We finally got a space where we can say something and people can hear it and understand that these people are selling us out. See, because if we didn't have this platform, the first thing that people going to say is, oh, what? They're doing a good job. Yeah, you think they're doing a good job because you see them all over the news and you see the white man loving them so much. But no, they're not. They're betraying the black community. And this ain't about black, white. I'm supposed to be saying European, but and people always talking about, I'm glad you asked also. How about why we always talking about race? Get up in the morning at 7:00 in the morning and turn on CBS, NBC, or ABC, and I guarantee you they got shows, segments all about race. Every single one of them is about race. They're spotlighting a racial problem in this country. And you ask us why we are talking about race. We're on the forefront of something. That's why we're talking about race, because we understand that we should be addressing it and we ain't running from it. We're trying to be on an equal playing field. We're not racist. We're trying to make sure that everybody has the same opportunities. We got
absolutely.
Let me make an example. Let me make an example of that. I think during the summer, we told A. Whiteley a new one. And I love A. The A. doing good. I'm gonna be real. Whether A. doing good or bad, A. wasn't doing what we thought he should be doing. But we brought him on here. We let him have it.
He has improved.
Hold on. We let him have it from our perspective. A. took it. He defended himself. But guess what? After the next day, we still cool with A. But we holding him accountable. And if you like Tiffany mess up in Athens, we're going to chew her ass out too. But I mean, it is what it is. Watch this, Charlie. When I become your 5th district alderman, hold me accountable. But if you can't be held accountable, you shouldn't be in the space.
Absolutely. And I hold 9 of accountable when I sit in the room, because y'all gonna know the perspective of these black people down here in Athens. It's a new day in Athens.
Yeah. And I'll tell people this here. I'm like this. I'm not a politic person. I'm a people person. And I get tired of the nonsense. And you say, why are we talking about black people when they run for office? Because one thing about black people, just because they look like us, we shouldn't, that get them the right for us to vote for them. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're wrong,
That's
you're
right.
wrong. That's why I won't even run for office. You know why? Because if I run for office, then you put a mugger on my mouth, and then there's certain things I can say, can't say. But nah, not me. I'm gonna say what I want to say at the end of the day, and I'm gonna tell it like it is. Just because you look like us, dude, you ain't getting my vote. You ain't get my vote. Because I don't want to hear all that BS you talking. Vane, I don't want to hear all that BS you talking. And everybody else who running for office, if you're talking BS, we don't want to hear. Let's go talk to those homeless people that y'all don't put out on the street and talk about get on the bus and go away. Go away. That's why I'm homeless, because I ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen somebody homeless and got somewhere to go. They ain't got nowhere to go.
That's right.
So stop it. And that's in Atlanta. That's in Savannah. I'm telling you, I did a video in Atlanta about 2 days ago, and I was going to a Thumbs Up, good place to eat. And I would video all the homeless people that under the bridge, and I put it on TikTok, and it went viral because I put it behind it, and I was talking S. So stop voting for us just because we look for the white man ain't gonna do nothing for us. They ain't doing nothing for 500 years. And we still ain't free. And we still ain't free.
They gave you a free boat ride.
We go. All right, Robert. We're going to make Robert of the
Fifth. Chain mentally.
We're gonna make Robert of the Fifth accountable. And if he don't do, he know who gonna come after him. There's a team in Savannah. Yeah. You looking at him now? We will come after you, RG, and we will turn that G into good running for you.
And you should come after me.
And good riddance.
It's like, let me tell y'all something. When y'all remember when you would go to school and your mom and dad tell you not to do something, you did it. You got that tail toe up. That's what you should do.
That's right.
I'm being dead serious. I'm gonna get in trouble.
But you know what? Let me say this, Sam. And I ain't kissing nobody butt. And I ain't kissing nobody. You see that young man just sitting up on the top on our left?
He done got a free show promo some kind of way.
Hey, that's real right there. That's real.
You know, we love him.
He went from down to up, and and stayed Jewish Hall. I've been knowing him for 40 something and stayed Jewish Hall. And then people wanted to like shut him up. Oh, he this and he that. Man, shut up. I guarantee you, if he ever want to run for mayor, he got my vote.
Okay.
All right.
Period.
And my donation.
And so all y'all got talking negative and calling and in my inbox, y'all go straight to you know what. That's my boy over there. That's my boy over there.
There. You gotta worry about me. I got your back.
That's right. Oh no, this way.
The other way.
Yeah, this way. Yeah. Mayor.
Okay, who next? We got the joke of the day coming up by Charlie Brown, but we're gonna make sure that on this subject, I'm glad you asked. Let's it was one or two other things, you know. Why do you think, and Robert, we'll let you take this. Why do you think sellouts are not afraid to sell out?
Well, here's the difference. And honestly,
people that they're supposed to be advocating for.
This is real, and this is truly real. What I'm about to tell y'all. My father just passed last Wednesday, and a lot of y'all know that. But one thing about mom and dad is they left things in a place that I don't really have to sell out. I'll just say it like that. And I don't even know what's before me, but I know that God has put a blessing upon me that I can't even espouse. I'll leave it at that. But when you don't have nothing and you want to look like the white people of the world, or you want to feel like you got to emulate them, you don't have a self-identity about yourself. You don't understand your culture. You don't understand your people. You feel like you got to emulate them some kind of way, so you pad your pockets. So when Kessler says, let me come down there, Van, let me give you a little bit of money to get this here. Let me sell you a few townhomes, so you're going to have to live in Cloverdale. You pad your pockets, you sell your people out. I ain't got to do all that. Whether these two people here provide or not, I have a self-identity, a self-awareness, a self-pride in myself that the 5th district, baby, I don't give a, excuse me, Julius, you ain't gonna like it. I don't give a damn what you put in front of me. Ain't no dollar amount gonna make me sell my people out. That's the difference.
Right. And when you live the perspective every day, when you know what it's like for your grandma to not afford her insulin, when you know she's diabetic, when you know your baby need milk, but you can't afford it, when you know your child can go to school and be bullied, they don't have the right books. There are 29 students to a class. When you have that kind of perspective and you run for office, it gives you a whole different outlook. I don't care how much they put in front of me. There's no amount of money to make me sell out the people that I was raised around.
And
I represent my district. I was born and raised here.
Let me help
Robert, you do know that it's a round table, right?
I know. Let me put in perspective for people to this. Hold on, and I'm gonna hush. There's a perspective. There's seniors that can't even afford their medicine. But what I want to put in perspective is this: it's not just my family or Tiffany families. It's several families, hundreds of families in neighborhoods in Savannah, in Athens, in Minnesota, in Flint, in Jackson, in Miami. That's why it matters. And I'm a hush.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Shut up, but you come down here. Are you? Ooh, you may be glad. Ooh, Lord.
I think it all come down to integrity and
right.
And Julius Hall been knowing me for a long time, and I've had candidates who look like me who came and asked me, will I work for them? And I say I can't. And the reason why, I make money, money don't make me. And that's what Robert is saying. If anybody know my reputation, I only work for people I think going to make a difference. It is about the people, and that's who you govern for, not your own personal agenda. You put input in, but at the same time, those individuals you represent in the 5th, the 6th, or the 1st, you represent those people. If not, you need to be called out. And that's why Van Johnson is being called out. What has he done for the Black community in Savannah, Georgia? Tell me. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you're right. At the end of the day, you don't have to be in office to do the right thing for your community.
That's right.
You don't. You just get out there and you do it. You don't have to be in the office. You don't have to be mayor. You don't just go out there and do the right thing. Okay. If I got to get in the office and do the right thing to help the people, then I need to be, man, please, really?
You'll never do it.
One of the first things he should have done is do away with that voting 5 and workshop to get something on the agenda. He's doing the people a disservice. Whether y'all want to own up to it or not, it's not fair.
Yeah. You know, and one of the reasons that
being influenced.
Yeah, one of the reasons that they're not afraid to sell out is because they know we're not paying attention. They know that they can do things and get away with it. Yeah. You know, one thing I can talk to you about with Dr. Tanya Howard Hall. They called her to go to lunch. She wanted to know why they wanted to go to lunch with her. This is what they do. They get you to lunch. They put you on machines. They fly you everywhere. They send you on trips. Yeah. They get you to all these big extravagant parties and invite to all these private parties and everything. And she said, well, the guy said, well, you know, we wanted to talk to you about some issues. She said, well, what day is that? They told her, well, let's go to lunch Friday. She said, I might not be hungry on Friday. So, you know, and see, this is what I'm saying. Yeah. You know, you got to have that type of integrity. Absolutely. That I'm not going to sell out. You know, some people, after she got elected the first time, they came to her debt reduction party to give checks for her to reduce her debt from running.
Debt cancellation
party. And they put checks in it, in a box. You know, and they wanted to give it to her, but she said, no, the box right there, you can put it in the box. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I don't want to be influenced by nothing I see you did for me. Absolutely. I'm voting for those 37,000 students every day that I go to work, and that's what she does. And you gotta have politicians like her and Alicia Miller Blakely and Bernetta Lanier and Keisha Gibson Carter and Dr. Tanya Howard Hall. You got to have politicians like this that only cares about the bottom line for the community.
Right, Julius. And you be sure to tell them when she got up to give her acceptance speech, who the first person she thanked and owe it to?
Charles Marvin Brown.
Charles Melvin Brown.
Melvin Brown.
Hey, but I want to say this.
Robert, that's the first thing out of her mouth. And you know, that's a high honor. Mm-hmm. And the people cringe in the room because they know the deal. When I go after a particular area, we get the job done. And then now I added my sidekick. It's like Batman and Robin.
No.
Long range and hunter.
Who Batman though? Who Batman?
I'm Batman. Who the hell you think? What the hell you think
Robin
Batman?
Now. And I want to say congratulations to Tonkin Woodsville High School for their new gym open.
Oh, they got a gym. Nice.
Beautiful gym.
Nice.
Beautiful gym.
That's all. You got a great principal over there. I love the principal. He's a good man.
Yeah. Great job. Great job. Nice. Great job. But my thing is this, man. We can't allow ourselves to have people to talk for us, have people to run for us. At the end of the day, hey, you can still run and do the right thing in your community and don't really have to be no mayor, no commissioner.
You're right, Bernard.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, just do the right thing because you got people out there dying, need help, want to help, but like Jules, I'm probably gonna go a little early. Like you said, Stacey is dictating to the wrong people, and that's why it is what it is right now.
Yeah.
Go get those people who living under the bus, and go get those people who don't know. A lot of people, our voices, we talking for them because they don't have a voice.
That's right. Yeah. It's very important to know about.
We got the joke of the day by Charlie Brown.
Oh,
I want y'all to know that my joke is still number one. And
it's not about
Bernard and Charlie's joke.
It's not about number one. It's a joke. It's not about number one.
It's supposed to be funny. A joke means to be funny.
A joke. This joke is funny. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. I went to the doctor, and the doctor examined me. And the doctor said, Charlie, you got a major problem going on. I said, what seemed to be the problem? He said, I need to send you to get other tests and things of that nature. So I came back and he looked at all the results and he looked me directly in the face. He said, Charlie, you have 6 months to live. And I got upset. And guess what I said to him? I demand a second opinion. Guess what he say? You ugly too. That's a good joke. See, that's a good joke. Robert, I don't care if you didn't like it. That's a good joke.
Yeah,
that was better than your last one.
Oh no, the last one was to go about the dog run out of gas. That was a good joke.
Hey. You already put up the joke of the week. You put up Van Johnson.
Oh, that's a funny one.
That's a funny one.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
Joke of the week.
Hey.
Anyway, he want to keep the slave master name up on something. Boy, I don't even know what to say about you. Ooh. When you see me from now on, please go the other damn way. Please go the other way. You want to keep this. You're making all kind of excuses to do something that you have the authority to do, to just wipe out and don't give a damn about who cares.
Let them know.
You want to capitulate and be a little punk.
Not capitulate. What that mean, y'all? You know what I mean? What that mean?
Punk.
Capitulate does not mean that.
Yeah, do punk.
Because that's a badass word. I like that word.
Anyway,
I don't know that word for real. I think I'm playing up really on.
Dr. RG, you just cannot be serious tonight.
I'm not gonna be. Yeah, I am not serious. I'm serious about my people, but y'all know I got to be funny about other things.
Pretty good joke, Charlie. We appreciate it. Change agents being ignored. This is our last subject. This is our main topic. And what this topic is that me and Charlie was talking, and me and somebody else was talking. Me, it might have been me and RG, me and Tanya. It was somebody talking, and we were talking about how these people are coming to this area. Oh, and it was a couple other people, and they are ignoring all the real change agents. All the real change agents, they're ignoring. The people that they're going to haven't changed anything. They ain't changed nothing. They're coming in, they're seeing these same people over and over and over again. What are you're wasting time and money. You should be knocking on doors to those people you already registered and you and ain't going out to vote. You should be going to those people that has platforms like these. You forgot all about ATR. You forgot all about Our Black Media. You forgot all about Better Savannah. You forgot all about Port City with Alicia Miller Blakely. You forgot all about all these shows. You forgot all about Tell It Like It Is, the Watchdogs. You forgot about all these people that we reach every day, and you still run to somebody who can't get a vote for themselves. They got to come to us for votes. But then you disregard us. It's crazy. So the change agents being disregarded and ignored, and it's all because of people's personalities. They're not really wanting change. They're in their feelings, and it's personal to them. And that's why if anything happened on Wednesday that ain't supposed to happen, then we know why. Because they didn't come to the people who can make a difference. I don't know what's going to happen with T-Splosh. T-Splosh did not come to the people who can make a difference. So we'll see what goes on. What you saying now, Robert?
Well, here's my analysis, because I sat back and listened for a minute. T-Splosh will fail as it should because you have no real ideas and it's a flop. Stacey will probably lose because she did a horrible campaign. Warnock will do well. Here's my point. Here's what I got to say about it. You don't want the reason why they didn't come to the change agents, or they didn't come to people that could really get them out there, is because they didn't want to. And they didn't want to because they either A, are playing a game behind the scenes that we don't know about, or B, really are not in tune with what the people on the ground need to hear. I always tell, when I ran for Public Service Commission, and you can ask any of my campaign managers, I had 3 of them. I always used to tell them, I want us to be in rural counties, and I want us to be in red rural counties because I want to know what their issues are. I don't care about the people in Atlanta too much. I don't care about those that look like me that have a privilege that I carry. I want to know about those who don't have what I carry. I want to know about those who don't have. Because if you don't know about the least of those, and you don't understand about the issues on the ground, and you don't listen to the people who have boots to the ground, then why are you even running in the first place? So that's my analysis, that they didn't even care in the first place. And that's why you're going to see some disappointments and some successes on next Tuesday.
Yeah. I don't know. I was waiting for this to come up. Hold on. I was waiting for this to come up. And I'm gonna tell you what a young person told me the other day. I said, "Hey, you are you gonna go early voting so you can get your early voting in?" The person said, "No, I ain't going early voting." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because I ain't voting no more. At the end of the day, they ain't for us, so I ain't voting no more. Period." And that's how we feel. That's how most of the young folks feel. He said, "I want to get out my bed and go over it." And I pray. I said, "Look. Vote because it's the right thing to do. Vote because it's the right thing to do, not just because you angry about situation. November the 8th, go vote. At the end of the day, I understand how you feel, but at the end of the day, a lot of people died for us to have a."
That's correct. Tiffany?
Just to piggyback off of what Bernard said, it's a privilege to be able to vote. We've been blackballed so many times. They've done so many things to keep us from voting. So to be able to be in this moment and to live in this moment is really pivotal for all of us, because we hold the power in our hands. We have the power in our hands to keep our city, our state blue. And with us keeping our state blue, it's us telling those old rednecks, those good old boys, even the puppets that look like us, that it doesn't matter who you try to put into place, that we are paying attention, we are vigilant, we're not slow, we're not dumb, and we are paying attention. And it doesn't matter how many laws you try to put into place to try to stop us from voting. We ain't going for that. You're gonna have to try a little harder than that.
Okay, Mr. Brown.
All I'm going to say, this is a great opportunity to maintain what we got in there now. I'm talking about Senator Raphael Warnock. Please get your relatives, get cousins, friends, whoever to get out and vote, because your vote does matter. And that's one thing that gives you some sense of power for you to make a decision. That's all Charlie want to say. Please go vote, go vote, go vote, please.
That's everybody. Robert already said something?
No.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Well, because
say?
how could you come to Chatham County and not ask somebody who the political gurus are and talk to? How could you come to Chatham County and not say, well, where's Charlie Brown? You can't go to a politician and ask them that, because they had to get people to help get them elected. So you go to the people who know how to get the votes, who know how to reach the people. But you come here every time, and you talking to the exact same people in the exact same location. You're talking, preaching to the choir.
That's correct.
Exactly.
That's correct. That's
like,
correct.
Branch out. Don't just keep going to, and I love my girl. I'm going to stand 10 toes down. But Stacey, if you're watching, girl, stay out from over there at the University of Georgia and come into our communities. Because there is more in Athens than just the University of Georgia.
I said
Athens is not just, we are Athenians too.
And that have been her biggest, Tiffany, that have been her biggest problem on her campaign. She's going and trying to get votes in the wrong place. She need to go and get votes where she gonna get vote count. You write what you told her. She should stay out of that.
Well, here's the thing. She got non-smart people around her. You're fundraising well, but your votes are down. And I would be shocked. And y'all gonna be mad. I don't care. I don't give a doggone. But from somebody who gained 3% and beating an incumbent as a first-time newcomer in the state of Georgia, I know what I'm talking about. It is what it is. You ran a horrible campaign. And I'll be shocked if she wins next week. I will.
I'll be shocked.
She should have run the same what you ran 4 years ago. I don't know what you're doing now.
The grant, she had a grant.
You need to fire all of them idiots because they don't know what they're doing.
She ran a grassroots type campaign the last time around, a solid one. And you take, for instance, John also, I didn't know who he was. Nobody knew what. Guess who told us and brought that man to Savannah? That man you looking at right there with the big nose, Julius. He brought John also. Yes, he did. And then he tried to introduce him to Van, and Van walked away from John also like John had to play.
Sure did. But now, every time Alsop come to town, guess who Alsop called? Alsop called Van. He don't call Julius, but I'm the one who brought him to town.
It's okay.
You put him on the map.
I took him to the inauguration.
And I'm going to tell all the Senate candidates this and all the state reps, all of them. Keep in mind, there's somebody that came with the 3% of beating an incumbent Republican. So, hey, Charlie, you know what I'm saying? My thing is this. Y'all got to stop being humble and recognizing. And this is the thing. Let me clarify this. It ain't about no power struggle and all that. It's about this. When you got people like Julius and Charlie and Bernard and Tiffany who are boots to the ground, who listen to the people in the hoods and not just the people in the penthouse, that's what matters. I don't care about nobody in the penthouse. You eating. I got to make sure these folk down here eat too.
Grassroots campaign and urban. I'm telling you, we going to go after them in that 5th district, Robert. we will go at them, okay? We're going to put enough signs. Signs do influence, but it don't vote, and we got substance behind the sign. That's what we got behind that sign. And you start campaigning now. You don't wait the day of the election.
Because I can beat anybody with a strong team and a strong candidate. I don't need $1. Give me a strong team and a strong candidate. But if you give me a strong team and a strong candidate and money, unstoppable.
This is another thing they're going to stop doing. And this goes straight out to Nikema Williams and the Democratic Party of Georgia. You're going to stop ignoring Jay Jones. You're going to stop ignoring Chatham County Democratic Party. And you're going to stop acting like we ain't pretty much. We delivered Warnock. We delivered Ossoff. And we almost delivered Blackman. But I guarantee you this. You keep ignoring us if you want to. We won't deliver no more.
That's right. We got a long memory. What you say, Bernard?
My thing is, y'all people who's running for office and everything, y'all need to stop. Y'all only want to deal with us when it's time to vote. Y'all don't want to deal with us when it's time for running for campaign or running for office. Okay, when you get in office and we put you in office, why don't you come on back there and have dinner with us? Why don't you say thank you? I appreciate you. Why don't you have a party say, I appreciate y'all, and y'all pay for everything. Okay?
Bernard, and I hear exactly what you say, and guess what? If you give a man a ribbon or a woman a ribbon, they'll charge a cannon for you. I know where you coming from.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
You give a man or a woman a ribbon, they will charge a cannon for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's right.
So I always tell people, man, practice what you preach. If you don't go, it's just like lying. One thing I don't do, I don't lie. I tell the truth. And one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to lie to kids, because kids remember that.
And guess what, my friend? Guess what? A lie you can't remember. The truth you always can remember. I don't care how long it's been, you remember the truth. Before I go, I want to compliment one person on the show tonight. And don't y'all get upset. Tiffany, I hadn't been a happy man for 2 weeks because I didn't get the opportunity to see you. I've seen people wear hats, and the hat try to wear them, but your hats do not wear you. You wear your hats. Yeah, and I'm gonna let you know I appreciate you, and your beauty is untouched by the late evening. I do want you to realize this. It's almost 9 o'clock.
This is my grandma. This is my grandma hat. She passed. It'll be here on the 29th, and so this is her hat. It's a throwback.
I am so happy. I am so happy to hear that. But like I say, that you are wearing that hat. That hat is not wearing you.
I hate you so much right now.
Okay, Mr. Brown. She already in office. She don't need your vote.
Oh no!
God, I heard.
It's not about voting. I have to call it the way I see it. Her beauty is untouched by the late evening.
Listen, we got 10 minutes left.
What about the early morning?
We got
that's a different story.
We got 10 minutes left. Is the Democratic Party weak, too weak? If you look on the world stage, do you think they're doing everything that they should? They just brought Obama out with 10 days left. They brought Obama out with 10 days left. What the hell are they thinking about? If you're going to bring the big guns out, you bring the big guns out and let them stay out.
Yep.
That's the only way you win a war. You don't wait till the end of the war to start trying to bring the big guns out. They brought Obama out with 10 days left. What's wrong with these people?
It give the impression they're desperate now.
Yeah,
Obama should have been out, believe it or not, 4 months ago on the campaign trail.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Rally the voters. And now people saying they are desperate. That's why he's out here now trying to pull him out of the water. He's a lifeguard.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Jamie, y'all know who runs the DNC now is Jamie out of South Carolina. He ran against
Lindsey Graham.
Wrong person. The person who needs to be running the Democratic Party of America is Donna Brazile, a strategist. You need a strategist in that seat, and we don't have.
And the person ain't scared to talk. You ain't heard nothing.
Donna Brazile would be good, Robert. I didn't know you had an insight like that.
You have not heard anything from Jamie. I like Jamie, but you have not heard anything from Jamie. One thing the Democrats do, they're too soft. The Republicans don't care. They're win at all costs. They're telling lies about fake polls.
Yep.
They're talking. They're still election deniers, and they don't care what they say. They're not scared of the public. So that's bad.
Julius, you know what's interesting? Donna Brazile is well known worldwide, and Jamie is not. He's only known in the South region. Donna Brazile would have been way more effective if she was the head of the Democratic Committee.
What's his last name anyway?
Donna Brazile.
No.
Everybody knows
Jamie.
I say,
Jamie ran against Lindsey Graham. And
I know. What's his last name?
Jamie. Again,
See
right.
See that?
Right.
Harrison. Was it Harris? Harrison or something like that?
Jamie the loser.
Hey.
Yeah.
We don't even know his last. Can't even remember his last name. And you got this guy at the head of the DNC. Really?
Yeah.
The
That's
Republicans are
that we're talking about.
Donna Brazile would have given them instant credibility. And guess what? From California to New York, they know who Donna Brazile is.
Yeah. But did y'all see the video that they caught Schumann and Bynum talking, and they was talking about Georgia? And
right.
Yeah, and he said we need to focus. Georgia may be in trouble. We may be in charge in Georgia, so that's why they sent Obama here. You know, they won't be in trouble if people go out and vote for Warnock, and let's call it a day and go out and vote, and we'll be okay.
See,
it's crazy.
See, the problem is what I've been concerned. I've been telling Julius and maybe some other people willing to listen to me. Stacey and Brian Kemp and Herschel gonna get the same votes. If Brian Kemp is that far ahead, that means Herschel be getting those same people basically gonna vote for Brian Kemp. I'm concerned about that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think Warnock's gonna be fine. I think.
Okay.
Hold on, Charlie. Hold on. Let me tell you why. Go back to when me and Daniel ran. We ran with Warnock, and also, you got to remember, name recognition, and you know this goes a long way. I didn't even make it to the runoff. Daniel did, but then when Daniel went to the runoff with Warnock and Ossaw, he didn't make it. Warnock has a pretty strong name. Stacey is just weak.
Well,
I think she's just being led, Ron.
Hold on. What you're going to see is people don't understand what we mean when we say vote down ballot. That's where people mess up. They're going to vote for Warnock, and then that's going to be it. In your race, you was a victim of fall off. They don't go that far down. Right.
But I'm saying Herschel and Brian Kemp is not that far apart. And I'm saying the people gonna vote. I've been concerned about this. People gonna vote for Kemp since he running by 5 points. They're gonna vote for Herschel, and that's why they're so confident.
Yeah,
that's what's happening.
I think a bunch of Republicans are not gonna vote for Herschel. We forgot to give our Negro Please Award. Negro Please Award goes to this guy this week.
Wow.
So goes to this guy.
That's so rude.
He gets the
Negro
Negro
Charlie
Please
Mayer.
Award. And we understand.
Lose my constitution.
But he gets the Negro Please Award this week. Anyway, guys, we'll get with you all later. And RG, we love you, and we'll be with you on Saturday.
Yeah.
And Julius, can I say this? The whole show and my family give the condolence to about the loss of his father. And thank you for being a great soldier, because he is a great soldier.
Yeah. And we're gonna say hopefully that we get a good turnout tonight for the young men's.
Correct.
That they be able to learn something, and like I say, we definitely say I could do it in RG, and hey, everybody go out there and support our black media, because at the end of the day, we keep it real, we keep it fresh, and we don't lie.
That's right. And don't forget, like Bernard said, this event tomorrow, today, Wednesday, November 2nd, to 6:30 is going on right now.
Correct.
Black Men Got Something to Say tour. It's by the Black Man Lab out of Atlanta. Great organization. They're opening a chapter here in Savannah. And let's do this, y'all.
Come on down to Prince Hall right now. It'll probably still be going on when the show go off. Come on down to Prince Hall. You know, East Broad and Gwinnett. You know where Prince Hall at. Please come and share.
Bring a man. Bring your kid, son. Bring everybody. This is about black men having something to say.
Yeah.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Good night.
Love y'all.
Good night. Good
Y'all
night.
be good.
Stephanie, good night.
Oh,
Good night, Uncle Charlie. Night, y'all.
she already.
like this.